Okay, in today's session, I'm going to discuss with you regarding the concept of the command line arguments. And then afterwards, I will discuss about the scanner class. And this scanner class is basically used how we can input the data into the user screen or the screen. How we can get the data from the user by using the scanner class. Now let's start with the command line argument. Command line argument is an argument that is passed at the time of running the Java program. Remember this thing, whenever I want to use the concept of the command line argument, that argument is passed during the time of the running the Java program. And the argument passed from the console can be received in the Java program and it can be used as an input for the further program, for the further uses in the program. In this way, we can use the Java command line argument. Basically, it provides a convenient way to check the behavior of the program for the different values. Now, I'm going to move to the editor and tell you how we can execute or write the code regarding the command line argument. I'm going to write a simple basic program like we want to display anything on the screen. Like first of all, we have to write the class keyword. Then afterwards, we always like if I want to make the program of command line argument, I will write here command line. Next, this is the name of the class. And then within that, we write the public word, public, then afterwards, that is a static keyword. Then we write the void main word. And then afterwards, we take the data type string, take the array as a variable argument. You can take any variable name, but should be different from another variables. Now here I'm going to print something like system.out.println. And within this, first I will write your first argument. First, I will write your first argument is, then afterwards colon, plus the name of the argument is ARC within the square bracket at what location? At the 0 location. That is because this is an array. And here I am ending my statement. I'm repeating the code again. Class command line, that is the name of the class. Public static void main for start execution of the program. Then afterwards the system.out.println, that is a function name or the method name. Bracket start within the double quotes. That means we want to print it in the same manner. It represents that we want to print this thing in the same manner. And here plus in the Java, whenever we write like this, this means we want to concatenate this string with this. Here plus represent we want to concatenate this string because we had written in the double quotes, so that represent the string. We want to concatenate with this. That's why here I'm using the plus symbol. Then afterwards a bracket close as I have opened here, and then the semicolon. Next curly bracket close and the curly bracket close. Now I am going to save the code. Java CSC 3. The name of our file will be the command line dot Java. Save it. Now again I have to move to command line. Control C, moving to the command prompt. cd, then afterwards command. All of you are now aware about this thing. Now the name of the program is Java C, and the name is command line dot Java. There is an error. The error is class name, command line are accepted to notations. It's requested one error. Command word. Let me take it as an example. Word. Command line. Save the code. Next, I am going to run the code. Now, here it is a concept of the command line argument. You can see command line argument is execute whenever we run the code. Here I am taking the name of my program is, let me remove it again. Save the code. The name of the program class is command line. So here I am writing the command line. As you know, we always run the code with the command line. Now, when I will enter, there is a problem that could not able to load it. Save the code. I have to run this command again. Now, exception main. There is the exception in the main thread array bound of the array. Let me change the name of the file. There is an array index bound. Array index bound, arg. Here it is an array. And I am taking it in the index bound. Exception in the main thread. Command line. Thread main java.lang index out of the bound. Giving the error at the index arg. We are giving the same parameter. Okay. Here I want to print something, so I have to write like same, like hello. You can see now the output. Like on the command prompt, you have to write the Java. That is the file name. That is the class name. And the content you want to display on the screen. And you can see the output that you have displayed like your first argument is, and you have fetched the value arg0 at 0 location. Which value? Which we have passed here. This hello is passed to this and get the output on the output screen. In last, the error occurred due to I have written like this Java command, then I have written the hello, and afterwards I have entered. Entered means the compiler has not fetched any value. That's why he starts generating an error during the runtime. While running the code, Java command line is the name of the class, and at the same time I have to write the value I want to display. Suppose I want to display Anil, so I have to write your first argument is Anil. This represent that whenever we want to input the value on the command prompt without giving any variable, we can directly fetch it using the concept of the command line argument. Okay, now I am going to taking the multiple arguments. Now let's take an for loop. I am going to take for loop. The syntax of the for loop is same as that of the C++. First we write the for word. Within that we take the three parameters with semicolon. First is initializing the value. Second is that is the condition which we want to, according to which our loop work. And next is the dot length dot length. Length is the one property. Length is one property of the array. And then increment the value. Okay, within that, I'm taking here I. Here I'm taking the I. And you can use the curly bracket or you can leave it. It depends upon you, as there is only the one statement. So it depends upon you whether you want to use this bracket or not. Okay, and I0. AR is this is AR dot length, then length is a property which display the length of an array, and then the semicolon. Okay, now I am going to save the program again, and here I am going to run the code again. Okay, this is my command line. There is no error. Now I am going to run the code. While running, I have to give the input. Okay, first input, like I can give the, that is your first argument. And secondly, you can display it like also. I have given only one single value, so it will display the single value. If I want to display the multiple value, then I have to write like this. I have to write like Java, same. So now, like I want to display this value also, I want to display this value also, then it will display. You can see now, 3 values are displayed. As you can see, the command line argument is working on the concept of the string. String means it can store the alphanumeric characters, whether they are numeric, whether they are characters. All type of data can be stored within the string. So you can see here, first is the characters and second is the numeric. Both data can be stored in the string with the help of the command line argument. Now students, let's move to the another section of today's lab, that is the Java scanner. Java scanner means class. Scanner is basically one class which is present in the Java. Whenever you want to take the input from the keyboard or you want to take the input from the user, you have to use Java. Java is one package which include the util. Util is another package. Within that package, there is the scanner class. There is the one package Java. Java include the util, and within that there is a scanner class. Whenever you want to take the input from the user or from the keyboard, you have to write the java.util.scanner class. These 3 words you have to write whenever you want to take the input from the user. Now, I am repeating again. Whenever you want to take the input from the user, you have to, first step, you have to import the package. First step, you have to import the package, that is java.util.scanner. Second step, and second thing, the need of function. The second thing, the need of function. And the function next, method, we call it method. Next, with x-axis, x represent the data type. Suppose you want to input the integer value, then you write here int. Suppose you want to input the string, then you can write the next or the next line. Suppose you want to input the floating value, then write the double or the float. Boolean value, write the bool. Okay. If you want to fetch the single character, you can use next or string dot char 80. We will discuss later on about this thing. Now I'm going to, first I'm going to board. I want to explain one thing. Okay, now listen. Whenever you want to work or want to take the input from the user, whenever you want to take the input from the user, you have to work on 3 steps. You have to work on 3 steps. First step, you have to write the that is the, you have to write the import that is the keyword, then write the java is a package util dot scanner. If you want to deal with particular class, then write the scanner. And this class is always start with the capital letter. Class scanner, this is the class. This is a package in the small letters. This is a package in the small letter. One package means one folder. Within that folder, there is another folder. Within that, there is a class. Scanner is the class. I repeat, whenever you want to take the input from the user, your first step is to import java.util.scanner, or you can write like this, java.util.asterisk symbol and a semicolon. Means within this folder, I want to import all the packages, all the classes. This represent I want to import only single class. But by writing this, it represents that I want to import all the classes. This is our first step. Second step, within the program, within the main, I have to write the scanner. This is a scanner class. And take any variable. Suppose I want to take input, you can take any variable which obey the rules of identify. Then new means to allocate the memory during the runtime. In Java, we always allocate the memory during the runtime. New for allocation of the memory. Then after again, we write the same name, that is a scanner. Scanner, that is a class name, or we can say method. Within this method, we will write system.in. This line you have to write in the same manner. That is scanner, this is a class name. In input, that is the variable name that you can change. It depends upon you. New, use the keyword for allocation of the memory to the variable, particular variable. And the scanner, that is a method here, which include we want to use the system for allocation of the memory. This is our second step. And third step is, or you can write here also like this. If you want to display something directly, you can write here also like this. Hello and then write SOP. This will also display the directly input the value into the in. This will directly input the value into the in. Or you can write like this. Now, this is our first step. This is our second step. Second step means if I want to take the one variable, then I will write like this. If I directly want to display something, I can also write like this. Now, third step. Third step is, now here I will write the which type of data I want to store. Means variable declaration. Means identify declaration. I want to input the string. Here I will write string. Name. Name is the variable name. In. Now within in, that is name. Then afterwards, what you have written here, right here, means basically we are, we can say, if I am writing a class, basically here I am creating the object of that class. If I am writing here the class name, and it means I am here creating the object of that class. Okay. And allocating the memory with the help of a new operator. Now in dot object dot method. Method, like first I have to write the next. If I am dealing with the string, so I will write like the next line, or leave it within, leave next only, like this. Okay. Now you can see, first step is I have to import the package. This is a mandatory. You have to import, you have to write it. Second step, you have to write the scanner, then the in, that is the, you can say, in object of this class. And if we have to allocate the memory, then write the new scanner. That is the second step. This is the second step. And third step, string name. This means I want to store into the name variable which is present in here. In, that is object reference, and the next line. Now I'm going to ID and going to execute the code regarding this part, how we can input the data. Again, I am going to make the class, we want to work on the scanner class. Let's take a scanner example. Now scanner, here I am public static void main argument curly bracket start, then curly bracket close, and then the curly bracket close of the. Now whenever I want to take the input from the user, first step is to import the package. The package is import. The package is import java dot util dot static symbol, means all the classes we want to import within this package. If I specify the particular, it means I want to work on the scanner class only for the input, for taking the input. This is our first step. Second step, within the main, we have to write scanner class, scanner, taking the variable or object, you can say, for allocation of the memory. Scanner, within the bracket, system dot in, bracket close. You have to write it in the same manner. Okay. Second, next step is system, like I'm system dot out dot print ln, or print, we can use a simple print also. print. Within this, I want to print enter your name. Enter your name. Asking from the user to enter your name. Now, for taking the input from the user, string, that is a third step, string name equal to in, that is this variable name. This is object in dot, that is the method string line. Within this, curly bracket close, semicolon. This is basically to take the input from the user. Like cin, we use in C++, we use the cin. In C, we use the scan. Similarly, in the Java, we take the next line. But before next line, we have to write first step this, second step this, then only I can able to write this line. Okay, now next line is system dot out dot print ln, next line, new line, and within that within the double quotes, I'm writing here name is plus represent the concatenation name, that is the variable name, and the semicolon. Now save the code. The name is scanner example. The name is scanner example dot java. All the files. Scanner as capital, E capital. Okay, save the code. Now moving to the ID. You can, while compiling, you have to write the Java C, then afterwards the scanner example dot java. Now you can see there is no error. Now run the code. Java scanner with the same name. Java and the file name. Now here the compiler is asking enter your name. Here I will write enter my name like Shivani. And you can see the output is name is Shivani. Now you can see our first line is to import the package. Second, we have to write the scanner class. This is our object for using the method next line. This line is basically used to take the input from the user, like the cin. And next, as you know, whenever we execute the code, first class, then main execution always start from main. Check the scanner keyword. It will check the scanner class. Then it will move to yes, there is a package. Then there is no error. Now it's moved to the next line. System means we want to display something on the output screen. Then it will display enter your name. The enter your name is in front of you. Then afterwards, move to the next line. String is the data type. Name is the variable. Means we can able to store the string type of data which contain the alphanumeric values within the name. And in is the name of this object. Dot next line. Next line is basically used to take the string input, like the scene. Afterwards, we want to display it on output screen. I have to input the string, like the Shivani. You can see here. With the help of this line. But before using this line, you have to use first this and then. First step is this, second step is this, third step is this. Then afterwards, system.out.println. name is, that is, we are displaying it in the same manner. Now you can see the same way I have written, that is display on the output screen. Plus represent the concatenation. We want to concatenate this data with this. So name is plus Shivani. Shivani name will store the my name. So it will display the Shivani on the output screen. In this way, we can use the scanner class in our program for taking the input from the user.